is Laura Elizabeth C, and I help people communicate and present with confidence. I help them build authority, and I help them influence others in the workplace, but not necessarily how you think. Clients come to me because they want to be able to communicate effectively to senior management. They want to be able to influence and persuade people around them. They want to get recognition and promotion in their workplace, and they want to be able to take their opportunities. Most of the people that I work with have already got to a level in their career where they're competent and confident in what they do, but they find that to get the next level, to go further in where they're going, they really need to be able to communicate and confidently and effectively in the workplace. And I know that people get really frustrated with that because you feel like you've spent a lot of time mastering the industry or the job that you're working on, and then you need a whole another load of other skills. And I've been there myself, and if this sounds familiar to you, I really appreciate it, because, you know, I started out as a programmer, actually, and then was in positions of management where I just found myself like, I just don't know how to manage people and communicate with people and do it effectively and do it confidently. So one of the things that I've learned, you know, I spent a lot of time mastering the art of communication and presentation and influence. And one of the things that I have learned is that it all really comes down to confident communication, building rapport, and being able to promote yourself in an effective way. And this week I've been talking all about how to build rapport, and I've been telling some stories about rapport, and it's something that we all have with people in the conversations that we have with people. And what I'm going to talk about today is probably the easiest, the simplest, and maybe the biggest game changer when it comes to getting rapport and building rapport with people. And it's really, really simple. And just to sort of state the obvious, rapport is really about having a connection with someone that you're communicating with. Maybe it's a number of people that you're communicating with, but it's having a connection, and they have a sort of unconscious connection, like that you're like them. And that's really how rapport works. And rapport works naturally. It happens naturally. But there are strategies that you can use that really speeds up the process of being able to get rapport with people. And I've been talking about it all week. There are kind of three key areas about how to get rapport. And the first one is body language. The second one is matching your voice and your tone and your vocal variety to the people that you're talking with. And the third one, which I'm going to talk about today, is about active listening. And I actually think this is a game changer, and more of a game changer today than it was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, because everyone is so distracted. And especially in COVID, everyone's working from home. Everyone is so distracted. You're having conversations with people and they're kind of checking their email or checking their phone, or they're looking at something else, or they're looking like they're not paying attention. And actually, if you look and you are actually paying attention and actively listening to someone and aligning it with all the other rapport strategies, it's amazing how much of a connection you really get. And I actually think it's a game changer. It's a game changer when you're managing people. It's a game changer when you're selling, networking, listening to your boss, giving you instructions. It really, really makes a massive difference. And it's simple. You just got to do it. And I'm just going to give you a few guidelines to being active when you're listening. And I always think you have to go into every conversation with the right intention. And the intention, you know, if nothing else, you go into a conversation with someone with the intention to listen, then that's going to change the way your brain's working in that conversation. So first of all, set an intention. Second of all, remove all the distractions that are going on around you that you could possibly get distracted by. And, you know, it could be anything, whatever it is, email, having other windows open, having your phone, having whatever it is, just take that all away out of the interaction so that all you care about is that you're talking to the person you're talking to. So number one, intention. Number two, remove all distractions. Number three is about listening and watching the person who's talking to you, because there's a whole load of other signals going on when they're talking to you. You can pick up other stuff in their face, whether they mean what they're saying. And as soon as they get that connection with you, as soon as you get that rapport and that connection to you, it really encourages people to open up to you, to engage with you, to speak with you. You know, looking like you're listening and watching and picking up all the other signals, it's amazing what people would tell you if you're actively listening to them and actively paying attention. And the last strategy is that when you're talking to people, or when you're listening, should I say, when you're listening to people or you're in an interaction, is that you give them the signals that you're listening, because again, it encourages the connection and encourages them to think, hey, this person's really paying attention. And those signals are okay, yep, and nods and okay, right, got you, okay, and those little bits of encouragement, it just demonstrates to the other person that you are really paying attention, and it's a complete game changer. So go out there and try it. Set an intention, remove all the distractions so you don't get distracted, really pay attention to what they're saying, what else they are communicating, and give them encouragement by and repeat, you know, a summary back of what they're saying, and it completely changes the dynamics of the conversation. So if you haven't already, and you want to dig deeper into rapport, communication, confidence, anything like that, I'd suggest that you join my free LinkedIn group. It is free, and you can go and dig deeper into all these strategies, and it's a good way to network and engage with other people. All you got to do is go to www.youandlaura.com, and I look forward to seeing you there.